Now, imagine, if you would, a world where you can drive faster than the speed of light, become 10 feet tall, and attend a mass orgy, all from the comfort of your own armchair. No, we're not talking about a new designer drug. Virtual reality is the leisure activity of the future. It's a computer-made experience where you are inside the machine. And it's all happening in Salford. We sent our robot reporter to investigate pioneer Bob Stone.
Bob, what is virtual reality?
Virtual reality is the latest innovation, if you like, to come out of the computer field. Now, if you look at your TV at home, or your personal computer, then what you find is that you're actually on the outside looking in. Everything's in 2 dimensions and quite boring. But with virtual reality, what the computer system is actually doing is tracking your hand movements and your head movements and immersing you actually in this 3-dimensional world.
Bob, tell me about the equipment.
The equipment is actually very, very primitive. What I'm wearing on my head is a headset which consists of no more than a couple of pocket televisions, the things you can buy from a high street store. The grip that I'm using is a very simple, low-cost device which enables us to pick objects up.
Bob, how will it affect human society?
Unlike television, you can't actually change your gaze. You can't concentrate on something else. When I move my head, all I see is another part of the cyberspace of the virtual world. So what we could see are a lot of people who are really not interested in dealing with the general day-to-day life of the real world, getting back into their comfort of their own homes and actually putting on this stuff just so that they can deal with the world over which they have total control, rather than actually going out into the real world with all its problems of strikes and riots.
Bob Stone, now advanced robotic researcher. You're the man in the mask. You're the man who's just taking the mask off, if you possibly can. Now, what's all this about? Can you explain it to me? What do you see through this?
Well,
what is virtual reality, really?
Apart from a lot of condensation, it's the ultimate in the sort of computer graphics, if you like. I'm in there. I'm totally immersed. I'm surrounded by the world. I can move my head. I can explore the world. I can pick objects up. Open doors, throw bottles around.
It sounds incredible, hard to actually understand and hard to believe without having had one of those. Is it not just another fad, though, really? Another sort of a 3D cinema experience?
No, not at all. The 3D cinema thing, you used to put on the old red-green glasses and sit there and you'd be watching a complete screen.
Yeah.
But with this thing, you are surrounded. You are free to explore the complete world. You can look up and down, see the ceiling, see the walls, see the floor.
I can't wait
totally
to have a go.
I know. Howard Rheingold, you have come across from America and you've written a book called Virtual Reality, which is out this week. But why write a book about it?
Well, I found out it's not just an entertainment medium of the future. It's happening in medicine, it's happening in robotics. It's happening all over the world.
So it's not just an arcade game?
No. It's like computers themselves. It's something which may revolutionize
Well,
everything.
you see, what I can't understand is, I can understand you seeing an image, but how can you interact with that image?
There are various ways you can do this. Many people use a glove, and we use this particular device here, which is a simple grip, which follows what the hand actually does. And you can reach out and you can pick objects up.
Can you
throw them
feel?
around. Yes, you can. You can actually use these little air pockets that we blow up to create the sense of feel. It's very, very convincing.
Could you use it for sex?
Well, I think that's the first thing that people think of
Yeah.
when you know that you can simulate the sense of
Trust
feeling
you.
as well as the sense of seeing and hearing.
Virtual sex, what is that?
Teledildonics is the other word for it.
Well, imagine putting on a very intimate garment and plugging something like this into a telephone and having someone at the other end. Hopefully you don't get the wrong number.
Oh, 898.
In a similar outfit,
Yeah.
you can transmit the sense of touch as well as seeing a representation.
But what about, we've talked about that, obviously. Let's move on now to, the military might use it. I mean, will they play
Yes.
war games?
They already do.
Yeah.
The war in the Gulf was rehearsed in a kind of video game that was based on real maps
But
of
surely
the
it's too
battlefield.
primitive for that at this
It's not
stage.
primitive. It's not primitive for the military at the moment. There are companies in this country who are keen to protect the pilot's eyes from damage from laser weapons, who are using this technology, much more expensive versions for
We've
cockpit.
got
Do you think then that we're going to have these? Do you think that we're going to own them in our own homes like we own computers now?
Oh yes, I think
Do
so.
you?
I think
Oh,
so.
sure.
Yeah.
Toy companies are already selling little gloves, little eye sets.
Will there be any need for absolute reality soon?
Well, it may be that when we take our goggles off, we'll discover that reality is
We
gone.
don't exist. Heavy.
Who needs it? Who needs it?
Well, we're going to have a go later on, aren't we?
Right.